Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Somehow Russia still has missiles, rockets, mortars and any other projectiles. If you remember, the British intelligence, US intelligence and Ukrainian intelligence claimed in about April that the stockpile of the Russian Federation for missiles and rockets is depleted, almost done. Well, you know what I mean? We are in November. Hello. So this article comes from Ukrinform from today, which is the 1st of November. And let's see how depleted the Russian missile and rocket stock pile is. Enemy fired 78 missiles at civilian targets in Ukraine on October 31st. Army chief reports. 78. Wow, they still have them. I don't think it's a lot, but is that a total? So let's see. Russian forces fired 55 Kh-101 cruise missiles, a Kh-59 guided air missile, 22 S-300 anti-aircraft missiles and 5 drones at civilian targets in Ukraine on October 31st. Because they're criminals, they just want to blow the people up and create terror and make them, lose their country and life by this kind of methods. That's how the Russians are, right? Yeah. And I'm quoting, "We are waging a war against a country 28 times the size of our country, with a population 4 times larger than ours, a country whose military potential is many times greater than ours." And here is a period here. Stop. Well, what did you get in this? Let's go back to that. Don't say it now. You should have have this kind of thoughts before you started this. My bad, the Russians started it, okay? Talking is always good. You still had the chance to go to comply with the Minsk agreements, remember? Minsk 1, Minsk 2, 2014, 2015. And this would probably, I'm pretty sure it would not have happened. But you didn't. Why? Because Zimbabwe did not let you. So now talking about this, you should have told this your guys in charge of you. You should have said that then. Hey guys, are we going to start it? And you guys will say, don't worry, we're here to make sure that you guys are going to fight for us and for you too, and we're here to back you up. That sounds like September 1st, 1939. Remember that one? Germany, Poland, and Great Britain and France. Hey, don't worry, Poland, they're not going to do anything about it. Just say no. Just do not agree with the Danzig corridor whatsoever. What are they going to do? Invade you? We're going to be here for you. And they were. And they were. All right, good. So, right, let's see what's going on. So we are waging a war against a 28 times the size of our country, with a population 4 times larger than ours, a country whose military potential is many times. Yes. We are waging a war on land, in the air, at sea, in cyberspace, etc. We've been waging a war we are waging a war not for 8 months, but for 8 years and 8 months. All this testify to our resilience, the courage to defend what is ours, and the thirst to win, he said. Hey, buddy, you said 8 years. Can you point to the event that you start from? Like year 0, which is probably 8 years back, 2014. Can we go back? I know you don't want to talk about it, but I want. So it's 8 years. 2014, what happened in February in 2014? Remember that? All right. Now you should go back because I think you are right. You are the military guy here. No, yeah, you are. You are the commander-in-chief or armed forces. How about you go and get Zelensky and everybody else who's in charge of your country, and you restore Ukrainians' leadership and Ukraine as a nation. How about that? Because in 2014 that was taken away from you. I know you were probably just a major somewhere and now you're a general. So I think now you have much more power, if any, if you have the courage to do anything about it. Will you do anything about it? No, then stop talking, because it's BS what you talk about. That's what I think, because you talk about waging a war in 8 years. What happened in 2014 was a great thing? No, you restored that thing back. And the Minsk protocols would have been having possibly those regions as a little bit of autonomy. Okay, if they moved out, they would have moved out as Kosovo. You say it's yours. It was given to you. And I don't know if that was really just. Talk about Crimea, she was given to you. Oh, you talk about the northern or the Bukovina, it was given to you. You talk about Transcarpathia and other territories, it was given to you. So you see all these things that are yours, maybe they were not yours. Maybe you should not have them. I'm sorry to say it, but all these territories were given to you by others, taken from others and given to you. You know, at the shade or the shadow of the Soviet Union's power. That's how it was done. And you know that very well. So when you say that I want Crimea back, I don't know if Crimea should go back to you or is where it belongs. I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, it was given to you in 1954 by then, what's his name, Khrushchev, Nikita Khrushchev, the leader of Soviet Union, the evil empire. So shouldn't that be nullified? I think so, right? And many other part of Moldova was given to you, the southern part, between nowadays Moldova, that fake country, and the Black Sea, that was given to you. There was Moldova, there was Romania. Why don't you give that back in the name of justice? So shut your pie hole, and I think you should restore the thing. You didn't fight 8 years against something that someone else told you to fight. Unfortunately, and I'm quoting, would other countries withstand such pressure? After all, today, October 31st, the enemy used 55 Kh-101 cruise missiles, a Kh-59 guided air missile, 22 S-300 anti-aircraft missiles, 4 Shahed-136 UAVs, and a Lancet 3 UAV on civilian targets in Ukraine. Well, maybe you should focus your anger towards the source, not to the consequences. The source, not the consequence. It's a consequence of something. And you can go like this. Civilians are bombed by the Russians, and the Russians bomb you because you bombed the Russians in the eastern side of your country, your territory that was given to you at one point by some from other countries, because in 2014 someone from outside interfered in your internal affairs and overthrew your elected, democratically elected, legitimate government of Yanukovych, and they killed a lot of people doing that, and they installed an illegitimate government that you don't say anything about. And then this guy said we can't recognize that, and every other government that was voted in the office in Ukraine was without those people. So how about that start with 2014? How about we go back to 2008 when then George W. Bush, low IQ, in Bucharest in the NATO summit said, oh, one day Ukraine and Georgia will join NATO. And Russia was like, yeah, how about that? So you see the consequences of the civilians that have no guilt whatsoever are maybe because you go back to something very foreign of you, your nation, your traditions. And besides, you have 4 people in charge of you that, I don't know how to say it to be politically correct, and I don't have to, but I made this point many times. There are 4 of them: Shmihal, Zelensky, Reznikov, Yermak. Why are they there? Are they the best Ukrainians you can muster? Really? Really? And they defend the Ukrainian nation. Or do they send it to death, to their elimination? Well, as of now, you fight bravely, but you're dying. Your nation gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Your traditions will be changed. If you go on the other side to your European Union, your traditions will become perverted in one way or another. You see? You see. So anyway, maybe you should act upon your nationalism, which is a healthy feeling. It depends how you use it, and that's always it matters how you use certain feelings. You can use love and commit crimes. You can live hate. You can use hatred and commit act of goodness. You ask how? Well, there's many ways to exemplify that, but that's for another video. So yes, your civilians unfortunately die, but look at the origin. Don't look at the consequence. I mean, you can look at the consequence, but then go, and as a boomerang, you see that everything comes back towards you and behind you. The ones who support you now is not supporting you. They're supporting themselves to destroy these guys here through you. And they use you like your interests are identical. They are not. They are not. But anyway, good luck to you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.